Welcome back to the greatest Houston-based podcast in the world, the Weekly D Podcast. I'm your host, Danny G, and today we got very special guest, Mr. AOZ himself, the producer in the background, Mr. Hank Hill himself. God damn it, Bobby. We got Mr. AOZ in the building. He's joining me as our guest today since our other guest couldn't make it. But it's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. Alan, it's great to see your gorgeous face again. Your unbearded face. What the fresh cut?
Speaking of unbearded face, I realized I'm becoming a man finally. I think I hit puberty.
There
So
you
I
go.
shave. So I shave like the little stubbles or like little hairs that I have that are scattered that grow in. I shave them, and the following afternoon there's already stubble of
Oh
them like
shit!
growing.
You got 5 o'clock stubble, bro.
I'm like, God damn! I wasn't ready for this.
You're a man now.
Like, shave once and it lasts for like 2 weeks. Now I shave and it lasts like a day.
Shit.
I don't know if that's a pimple or what.
Welcome to the Bearded Man Club, brother.
Bearded Man Club. I'm beardless.
Brought to you by Dollar Beard Club.
I asked Nicole, I was like, what happens if I get like a full on beard with like a mustache and everything? She was like, shave it.
Shave it.
Shave it all. She said mustache and beard hair is weird. She's like, it feels like pubes. And I'm like, well, when you put it that way, yeah.
I don't know. It feels different than pubes. I'm actually. That's a little different.
I don't know.
It's a flavor saver. You can tell her that it's a flavor saver.
That's another thing. Like I see, like my dad, he has a mustache, and like I see him eat, and he has to like, and I'm like, man, to do that every time, fuck that.
Oh, you just save it for later, man.
And then I remember our service manager from the dealership. He always dropped food on his beard. He's like, oh.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the beard can get in the way sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I always get ranch in my beard and I let it grow out. I eat wings, unfortunately.
And Nicole said that she saw him the other day.
Oh, yeah?
I'm trying to remember where. She saw him the other day and was like, he has a mullet. And I was like, what?
Nice.
He has a mullet. And I was like, are you sure? Are we talking about the same person? Yeah, and he has a beard too. It's like he's always had a beard.
Yeah. But
unless he got longer, I don't know. She said something about he has really long hair. It looked like a mullet. She said he looked stupid. And I was like, okay.
Just nice. 40 years old, 20. God damn it, dude. No, but it's a gorgeous day, dude. It's so crazy.
Back to my allergy.
Yeah, dude, allergies were fucking me up before we started. I'm not gonna lie. I was literally gonna text you like I want to say maybe 20 minutes before I got on. So like, yeah, let's just cancel, dude. But I was expecting we were gonna have a guest, so I ended up not doing it. I took all the allergy medicine I could take before we started. But yeah, I almost got canceled. But anyways, anything interesting going on with you in your life as of late besides your beard hair?
I'm telling you, man. Like just before we started, I had like I know what I can talk about, and then it just left my mind.
And done gone away. Old timers, bro.
Any listeners that are police officers in the Richmond Rosenberg area? There's a warrant out for my father-in-law.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's back at it again?
Back at it again. Didn't show up to court.
Oh, shit. I'm about to get Dog the Bounty Hunter after his ass.
Yeah. He's worth 40 grand.
40 grand?
40 grand.
Christ. That's a whole year's worth of welfare checks.
I could buy a whole new truck with that money.
You should go trade his ass in.
I don't think I get a reward for that.
They don't know you're related to him.
True.
You can tell them
you're like, I can't believe you turned on me, bro. And I'll be like, yeah.
You can tell them you're gonna go buy him
that money, buddy.
You can tell them you're gonna go buy him a case of beer and tell them to tag along and then just drop them off.
I'll buy a case of beer. What are you talking about? He will hop in the truck, go to the gas station, grab a pack of beer, and walk straight out.
Nice. Not even pay?
Nope.
Nice. He's a
Hops
real
back
big
in the truck and says, "Let's go."
There you go.
Yep. I wasn't there, but these are just what I've been told.
Legends.
Yeah, I was no, literally, I was not there. This is just what I've been told that he's been doing, and I'm like, wow,
That's so funny.
he's desperate to go back, but he don't want to go back.
It's
Makes no
crazy how
sense.
that is, right? Like some people have been in there too long and they get too comfortable in the joint that they don't know how to live a normal life with freedom.
Yep.
It's crazy to
They're
me.
used to that schedule of being fed, being allowed to go do this, go do that. They're on a time schedule basically.
Yeah,
And then they come back out here and they're like, "What? I have to pay bills. I have to pay this. I have to pay that."
right. No more free
But in
rent.
there, you really didn't have to pay for anything.
Exactly. Just get people to put money in your commissary.
Yep. I ain't doing that shit. Good
Be
luck.
like, come on, Alan. I need a pack of
You're gonna have to
cigarettes.
toss some salads for some cigarettes or something, buddy, because I ain't funding that. No, sir.
God damn it. God damn it, Alan. You know how
Yeah,
I
you
told
gotta
you?
go. You gotta work at salads to go.
Salads to go. It'd be a salada, huh? Tossing all them salads.
Salada, that's a top dollar right there. Yeah. Make sure you know your worth, baby girl.
If you went to prison, do you think you'd be someone's bitch like within the first couple of days?
Honestly, I really don't know.
You'd hold your own.
I have a fear that yes, but at the same time, I don't know. I might get on somebody's good side, and I don't have to do shit. I don't know. I don't
You're
know how
good
this shit
sniper.
works.
God damn it, Alan, my wife's here. Let's pause
God.
our 5 minute recording. All right, I'll be right back.
Well, thank you for listening. This was the Weekly D podcast.
Son of a bitch.
What were we talking about? Oh, I have a question for you. How do you feel about the Houston Texans' new uniform?
Oof. Me and Chino had some discussions about this. I personally think they're ugly as shit. They look like old Buccaneers or Ravens um, uniforms. They're not my favorite. I like the white one. The red one's probably the ugliest one to me. Not a fan. I like what they tried to do with the H, the H, but I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of the new uniforms, if you ask me.
Yeah, and I saw a picture of like the new logo, like with the colors and everything, and I was like, "What is this?
Yeah.
What is this?" I was like, "No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah, no.
No."
I don't know why they would have done that, to be honest.
Mm.
Like they had a good color scheme before, right?
But my thing too is that when you see that color scheme, you know it's Houston Texans.
Yeah,
Now you
exactly.
see that other color scheme, it just looks like somebody customized their own like Texans jersey and slapped on their own colors.
Yep, it looks like something I would have made if I was bored at home and wanted to make like a knockoff Houston
Yeah,
Texans thing.
I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know, not a huge fan of the color schemes. I'm not gonna lie. Like the way they did the H looks pretty cool. Like I like that part. I like the helmets. Don't like the color schemes or the blue one's not that bad. Well, I don't know. It's like when I look at a uniform, I look at everything, right? Like the lettering, how the lettering is, how the colors look, how the numbers look. It's not for me. I really like the H though. The H looks badass, like to put on the side of a hat.
Yeah.
But the uniform itself, not my favorite.
Yeah.
Will I buy
I
one?
just don't know. I just don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. Because I want to get a Texan jersey. I've never bought one before.
You're gonna sit there and you're gonna buy it, you're gonna frame it, and you're gonna mark it 2024 worst uniform in the entire franchise.
Right.
And it's gonna become a part of history.
Right. Now, I want to buy one and then go to opening day and wear it. Because me and you don't have a tradition of going to opening day together for the first Texans game, so I might buy one just for that day. But I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it. What do you think? Like, did you like it at all, or did you think it looked kind of tacky?
The H was cool.
Mm.
The color scheme, I didn't like it. The one I saw was kind of like they were going for like a neon.
Which one, the blue one?
I don't know what color scheme I saw, but I saw like a new logo and everything, and I was like, "What is this?
Mm-hmm.
Looks ugly."
Yeah, it looks kind of tacky. If you
Yeah,
ask me, it
I
wasn't
didn't
my
like
favorite.
it. No, sir.
You know what I want, to be honest, is like I want Houston, like every Houston team, to come out with the purple jersey. You know how dope that would be, like a purple drink kind of like
Yeah.
slap out jersey.
Now that's H Town,
That's what I'm saying, right? Like that would be
home of the purple drink.
like
Like,
like when you think H Town, you think of a couple colors: orange because of Minute Maid Park, right?
yeah.
You think purple because of slabs,
Mm-hmm.
gold because of all the championships the Astros
Mm-hmm.
got,
Goddamn.
and the Swangers. But I don't know what other colors would you resonate with Houston,
Anything candy paint.
right? Anything with a whole lot of gloss, right? A whole lot
Yeah.
of shiny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Imagine that though. I'm considering like I want to buy an embroider and learn how to embroider shirts because I want to make my own jersey, like a like a Houston inspired
All I
purple
heard was the echo in the background.
jersey.
Oh my god.
I think that'd be fucking dope, dude. I'm gonna figure it out.
I just hear your wife in the background, like, oh my god.
Yep. It's
Here
okay.
we go again.
It's
One of
okay.
these damn ideas.
Paid off all my debts. Paid off the embroidery machine
And
today.
she's like, come
Paid off the
on.
paper.
She's gonna cut up every single card that you have.
Right. No man, but I mean, I think that'd be pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. I've already looked into where I can buy blanks, like blank baseball jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be a cool idea.
What this one?
It's not
Candy
like
silver
I
berry.
don't need your eye. I'm
Huh?
just blind.
I'm blind, dude. I can't see nothing.
That's
It's
what
all
this
blurry.
is. You're just blind.
I can sit here and I can talk to you without my glasses. Like I'll stare at you like I have my contacts in.
Yeah, but you can tell like when you don't have your glasses or your
What?
contacts in. Your eyes just look different.
Oh yeah, because it doesn't have the blue hue.
Yeah.
Because like whenever someone wears the contacts, you can like look at them and you'll see like a blue hue around their
Yeah,
eye color.
yeah. Why
Is
is
it
that?
your iris?
I
Is it
don't
your
know.
iris? I
I
think
don't
it's.
know. I
I
feel
think
like I
that's what
should
it's
know
called.
this,
Your
but I don't
iris.
know.
You don't have a medical degree.
No,
Let's call Jasmine. See if she knows.
right?
You got it. Hey, I know you specialize in holistics and everything, but what's the part of the eye that holds color?
Right? Don't buy me a book. Now I used to know. I when I was a kid, like everyone thought I was gonna be either a mechanic or a doctor because I was obsessed with like medical stuff and obsessed with cars. I went with the latter of the two, but like I when I was a kid, like I had so many books on anatomy and shit. I could actually tell you like the tarsals, metatarsals,
I
capillaries,
feel like
bronchi.
I feel like you wouldn't just be any doctor. I feel like you'd be some type of surgeon.
I wanted to be a surgeon, but I have shaky hands, bro.
Well, let's just say we live in a perfect world and you're perfectly fine. There's
Uh-huh.
nothing wrong with you. You have no addictions or depression or anything like that. Okay,
I'd be a plastic
perfect
surgeon.
world. Plastic surgeon, really?
Yep. That's where all the
See,
money's at, bro.
but the way, but the yeah, that's where the money's at. But seeing is like that you were a mechanic
Uh huh.
and you like to see how things work, how to fix them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know. I don't think you'd be a plastic surgeon. I feel like you'd like something that's a challenge.
Well, I can tell you why, and I actually wanted to be a plastic surgeon as a kid. I can tell you why. You want to know why? Because I was
What?
fixing people's self esteem.
Oh, look at you!
Look
Look
at
at you!
that.
You've been binge watching Grey's Anatomy, haven't you?
Never seen this shit.
You that's what
No,
like
the,
that's stuff that Mark Sloan says.
no, the closest thing I've got to watching like medical shows like that is Doctor 90210 and fucking Doctor Miami
90210. Oh my
and Doctor
god.
Pimple Popper.
Dr. Pimple Popper's interesting. I'm not gonna lie, that one's pretty interesting. That's
Yeah.
crazy to see that one.
No, but honestly, like that's what I wanted to do as a kid. I wanted to be either a plastic surgeon or like a heart surgeon. I think that
You
would be
know,
pretty dope.
speaking of being like a doctor and whatnot, so that's what you wanted to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
I learned, I'm trying to think, I want to say like maybe it's been about 6 years now, 6, 7 years. I realized that, and I wish I knew this in high school. I probably would have been a vet.
A vet? I can see you as a
Yes,
vet.
I feel like I would have been a pretty good vet.
Yeah.
I think I would have. I don't know if I would have specialized more in like big animals like
Mm-hmm.
cattle and horses.
And be like,
Um,
donkey.
but probably. But cats and dogs doesn't sound too bad either.
Yeah. I can see you as a vet. I can
Yeah,
see you as a vet. You know
yeah.
what?
I wanted to do it. I think mainly cattle.
Mm-hmm.
Things what I wanted to focus on, but
You know what my favorite thing about this episode is going to be? Is you're going to hear my wife dying in the background like half the episode. You heard that?
I heard her in the last one.
She was like coughing in the background for
But I
for
think,
good
but I think it
3 minutes.
got. You know what? That might be the popping that's going on in the other episode.
I,
That's her
I,
coughing.
I literally could hear you. I would have heard you.
Cuidado, cuidado.
I
Te
would have heard
pega.
you. I
Blink
would have saved
twice if
your
you're in
life.
danger. Blink, blink twice. Blink twice if you're in danger.
Blink twice, Mandine.
Order pizza. Order pizza.
Pepperoni pizza.
Pepperoni. Do you need an angel shot?
Oh man.
Cuidado, te pegan, te pegan.
No, but yeah, I could see you as a vet. I could see you doing that. See now that I work office jobs and I have more time to think on things, I think I want to be an engineer when I grow up. Not right now, but when I grow up, I want to be an engineer. You know?
Didn't you understand Noelia's homework the majority of the time when she didn't understand it?
Yeah, yeah. I also understood her NASA
You had
project.
applied engineering, isn't it?
Huh?
I said you understood applied engineering.
I understood theoretical engineering and applied engineering.
Yeah,
Uh,
probably more applied than anything because you had
yeah,
more mechanical.
yeah. Yeah. Like even when she did her NASA project last year, which she's presenting tomorrow again to NASA. But last year when I went, like I had a blast fucking with all the people that were there as engineering students. You know, because they were like designing heavy machinery to take to the moon. So obviously, I was asking them like, what kind of bushings are you using? What kind of grease? Like just really technical questions to see if I could make them stumble. I mean, a couple people stumble pretty bad.
Like, yeah, you didn't think about self lubrication, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna be using hydraulics. What happens if you spring a leak up there?
Right. I asked all those questions because I was like, you can't use hydraulics up there. I mean, it's probably too cold for the oil to flow correctly. And yeah, sure enough. Yeah, good time. So
All it takes is one busted hose, and that
that's
thirty
game over.
million dollar experiment right there is
Game over.
gone.
No, well, you can't use hydraulics in space.
I know. I'm just saying
It's too cold.
if that's what they decided on,
Oh
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
probably a bunch of electric motors and
Oh, that's all it is. Is all
solenoids,
electric
switches.
motors. That lithium grease. It's all sorts of fun stuff. But yeah, like I love stumping engineers and asking them like, how are you gonna fix this when it breaks?
I can only imagine you as like a let me see a food critic,
Hmm.
and then if you reached a certain level of being like a food critic, I wonder what you would be like as a Michelin man.
As a what?
Michelin man.
I don't think I have that good of a palate for Michelin.
Yeah.
I wish I could. Or are you talking about the tire guy? Because I can do
No, no,
both.
no. I'm talking about food. I'm talking about food. But funny thing is, I found out that Michelin,
Hmm.
the tire company, was actually the one that started the Michelin stars.
Hmm.
And started like the guidebook or whatever, rating what was worth a drive and whatnot.
Hmm.
So that way people would actually buy their tires and
And drive to the
actually
place.
use them. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, that's crazy.
Genius
I wondered
marketing.
why they were the same name.
Yeah, genius marketing. Crazy how it turned out to be such a respected thing. Like if
Mm-hmm.
you have a Michelin star, you are
Mm-hmm.
the shit.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool.
Just
Honestly,
one. Imagine getting three.
right? And there are some people like that's probably the hardest thing to do is get three. Right? Usually it takes having multiple restaurants doing different kinds of cuisine. But that shit's dope, dude. Honestly, I wish I would have. I wish I would have gone to culinary school, but like done what my cousin did. Because one of my cousins, he's like a 5-star chef somewhere, not a Michelin star, but like 5-star. He's worked on cruise lines. He's worked in Vegas. Like he's a real deal. He has his own like several food trucks in LA. He does pop ups and all sorts of stuff. And like I wish I would have done what he did, where he traveled like half his schooling, half his culinary school was him traveling to different countries and working under chefs for 2 or 3 weeks at a time, so up to like 3 4 months at a time under different chefs around the world. So he went to like Peru, which is apparently one of the greatest countries for food. Mexico, another great country. He went to like India, to Saudi Arabia. Um, he went to Greece. He went to
Yeah, you went
Italy.
everywhere.
Yeah, he went everywhere, dude. And he's still like he only works 6 days. I mean, 6 months out the year and takes 6 months off to go explore more food.
Wow.
That shit's dope, dude.
Yeah, and then especially if you became like a private chef,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah. So
I feel like you'd have a little bit more availability to do stuff too.
yeah, that would have been cool as shit, dude. That's one thing I like now that I know of it, I'm like, damn, dude, there's so much opportunity there.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, you know. Like when I still remember when we were sitting in high school and they were trying to make you do your what is it, FAFSA?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's still that, but I remember doing like the doing the grants, the
Oh yeah, yeah,
scholarships, applications, and all
yeah.
that. I remember doing all that, and I'm like, I don't need this. I don't even know what I want to do. Like, what's the point of me going to college if I don't
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm gonna do? I'd hate to waste any money,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I kind of feel like I should have probably put a little bit more effort. I probably would have been an Aggie.
Woody?
Yeah, I think I would
Yeah,
have. I think I would have ended up going to Texas A&M, especially since they have like a really good vet school,
yeah. That's pretty
one
cool.
of the best ones, like I think in the country or some shit.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know where I would have gone. I got accepted to all the schools I applied to. I somehow scored really good on the SAT. Didn't have the best grades, but SAT wise, they're pretty good. And I got accepted to like my dream school, UCLA. I was all excited about it. Then I realized I don't have money to go. And yeah, but I mean, there was a lot of shit going on around that time. To be honest, like my parents were losing everything. They were losing their house, going through bankruptcy. It was a crazy time, dude. But it was cool. Like it was cool to get that letter and see, holy shit, you've been accepted to UCLA, like your dream school.
And it's kind of crazy when you sit there and you think about it. You've been out of school for so many years, and now you're sitting here like, damn, I should have done this. I should have done that.
Yeah,
You know what? That kind of career path would have been very interesting now that you know of it because you didn't
yeah,
know it existed then.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no. I mean, the cool thing is, right? Like, well, I'm about to be 30, but that's not like super old. I
yeah,
can still knock out 4 or 5 years of schooling and still make something out of my life before hitting 40, right?
yeah. You know what I find crazy though is that there's some people that are our age, and they're doing they're already retiring from their jobs.
Yeah, I already figured it out.
Yeah.
Or
I'm
they,
like, how the hell did you do that?
yeah.
You know, that's crazy.
I mean, there's also some people our age that are like 10 years from retiring, right? Because they were smart enough to get a government job. You work 20 years, you're 40, you can retire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't get to retire until I'm 50.
See, that's still not bad. You get to retire way below the average
50, I
age.
think like 50. How old am I? 28.
Yeah, 50.
I've been there like almost 2 years. I think
So you gotta put 20
I'd be
years.
like I'd be like what?
Right
Be
on the 50.
56,
No, you only put 20
55,
years.
56. Huh?
It's only 20 years, isn't it?
Yeah, 20.
Yeah,
Oh no, I'd be 40.
yeah, you'd be in your 40s before you're 50.
Shit. And then on top of that, because of my other government job that I had before this, I already have like a 5 year head start. So technically, I only have to work for another 15 years.
Look at that. You
Hmm.
son of a bitch.
I wish I would have known, but also at the same time, like my first job was working for the school district. Trying to get into the school district was so difficult.
Was it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
bet.
took forever. But it was always, people knew people, so it was easier for hire.
Yeah.
which is kind of the same thing with like my current job. It's very difficult to get into.
Mm-hmm.
It's very easy if you know somebody that's already in it.
Yeah.
I got lucky.
You got lucky you knew someone? Or you just
I
happened
didn't
to
know
apply
anyone.
at the right place at the
I,
right
I
time?
I applied at the right place, right time, and got an interview, got a job offer the next day.
Nice. Hell yeah. That's fucking awesome.
And you can ask me, what do I do most of the day? Not a goddamn thing.
Well, that's lucky.
But I tell you this. I'll tell you this though. I say that a lot of the times, and it's mainly because where like the shop that I work at is so efficient that we reach like sometimes we have like 3-4 months where we have nothing to do.
Damn.
Like
Holy
we
shit.
knock out all the issues as they happen, and then we do like preventative maintenance on top of that. And it's we reach a point now, in the 2 years that I've been there, they always said wintertime was the slow time. But the last 2 years that I've been there, it's been like we'll have like maybe a month or two of like extreme busyness. Everything breaks. We fix it all in those 2 months, and then we have like 4 months where we hardly have anything to do.
Damn, badass.
Yeah, that's how efficient they are. And of course, like the mechanics, they like to work as a team. So for like every job, it's like, well, it used to be 4 mechanics. One of them got moved. So it's like 3 mechanics working on one piece of equipment.
Oh shit. Okay.
And they knock it out. Boom, 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 boom. So in like one day, they can knock out. I think one time we had like 6 dump trucks down. They had them done by the end of the day when we clocked out.
Damn.
Oh, and that includes an hour lunch and like a 30-minute breakfast break.
Damn. Not bad.
Yeah, they are very efficient.
It's not like the old shop we were at, right? There was only one efficient person.
Yeah, and I mean the other thing too is like since I hopped on, like anytime they use a part, I ordered that exact.
Oh, so you keep inventory, which is the most important.
So it's like one, like one of one. Like they used one, I'm ordering one. And I steadily stay at a certain number. Don't ask me what that number is because I haven't done inventory because everything's kind of like everywhere. I'm slowly but surely trying to fix
maybe
it
you can show our old parts manager, how to properly stock.
Yeah, I mean, if it's something that's like common, like I try to like whenever they put in work orders. And what's crazy is I do work orders like we used to do our work orders when we used to type them out.
Oh, okay.
The way that we did.
Yeah.
I still do that in our system for every work order that I do. And there's been a couple instances where we go back to look what's been done to a piece of machinery. They see my work orders and they're just like, dude, there's so much information.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's something that I had to do. I mean, I'm surprised it wasn't done that way because it makes it easier. Like, oh, the seal blew out last time. Maybe it's the other side.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely helps when you have good note taking.
Yeah.
Definitely helps. Well, in the job I'm at now, like I always get compliments on my notes. Because like my notes are always like to the T, has all the information you need to know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Document everything to cover your ass.
Exactly. Cover your ass. CYA.
Like you want to be lazy. That's fine. But document it to the point to where you cover your own ass.
Yep. Yeah. No, that's super important, dude. That's good though. That's good that you're thriving in your job and you're enjoying it.
I mean, there's times I go out there and I help too. So technically, there's like 4 people working on one piece of equipment.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
God damn.
Sometimes I get my hands dirty. Sometimes it's just me like, oh, I need this tool. Instead of them getting out of like their little cramped area, I go grab the tool and I give it to them.
Nice.
Yeah.
How come you couldn't do that with me when we were in Lansdowne, bro?
Because I was trying to do my own shit. And now, if I could be on your ticket on your time, and we're sitting there knocking these machines out left and right, then yeah,
dude, we could have.
I think we could have. I think we could have done it. We could have done it, and we would have been very efficient. I would have learned your process of how you did everything. by seeing it, doing it, and then it would have probably reached a point to where I automatically did it without you even asking.
Yeah, dude,
But that's not how they work.
That's how I always wanted to train someone. To be honest, they never let me do it.
Yep.
I feel like I gave them so much good ideas and they never used them. And one day someone's.
Do you know when the grand opening is?
I've asked. I still don't know. They don't know.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
I want to know because I plan on taking the entire day off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna be there and be like, "What's up, guys?"
Nobody knows.
One of your major customers is here. Just kidding. We don't buy anything from y'all. We think y'all are shit, but it is. We all switched to John Deere. There's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah. Sorry. I mean, all Fort Bend didn't they?
Yes. Drainage.
I believe so. Yeah.
They went straight John Deere, but they've been John Deere forever.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, because they what you call it? Yeah, one of their main mechanics was actually a John Deere technician.
Oh really? Nice.
Yeah, he was a master tech. So
nice. What's his name?
So he convinced them to buy everything John Deere.
Honestly, the beauty about John Deere is that you can find parts for it anywhere.
Yeah.
You can literally find parts for it anywhere. It's not like
Kubota, there's like back order. Like right now, there's like Freightliner, there's some of their parts. They're on national back order.
It's the worst.
We just switched our Chevys over to we just switched our whole fleet to Chevys. Because we had a couple Fords. We're switching everything over to Chevys. And these new Chevys, we already got recalls on them. Apparently, the tailgate switch gets wet when it rains. And when you throw your truck in park, it engages the switch to unlock your tailgate and it drops down.
Nice. That's fucking awesome.
And then at the bottom of the recall, it says, replacement parts are not available at this moment. We will contact you whenever they are produced.
So long story short, don't put anything in the back that can slide out.
Yep.
Bro, that reminds me one time. You know how I used to work the field service truck?
Yeah.
Well, one time, the door jammed, the tailgate, it jammed. I couldn't get it unlocked, right? And someone else was going to take the truck. And I was like, look, man, make sure you tie the jack down because that tailgate is jammed. I can't get it unlocked. I tried to open it and it won't budge. And I'm scared something's going to end up flying out. Okay. The shop had just bought all brand new jacks. Puts the jack in the back of the truck, drives off, comes back, notice the tailgate's open. I was like, hey, buddy, where's the jack you had? And he looks and he's like, oh, shit. He's like, I don't know. I was like, you mean he probably just lost the jack on the highway and no one knows?
That reminds me, I met my dad for lunch the other day, and he said he had to go take coolant to another service call, and he had it in the back of the truck. I think he said he forgot that the tailgate was down, so like a couple of the jugs of coolant fell out. And he said as soon as he saw them on the road, he was about to turn around, he saw a truck pull over, a bunch of people hopped out, grabbed a gallon, and just
took off. Holy crap.
I said, damn. So he had to stop at the O'Reilly's right there and buy more.
Yeah.
But I was like, damn, that's crazy how some people sit there and they're so quick with it.
Right. Takes you longer for it to come off.
Speaking of that, I just remembered. So, me and Nicole had just started dating, and we were going to the Starbucks in town.
Okay.
And sometimes there's a box truck in front of the Starbucks. They're delivering like all the dairy stuff, like all the milk and everything. Yeah. So I mean, you see like a 5-stack of like crates full of gallons of milk. And I was like, damn, I didn't know they had that much milk. And this was around when we were doing soft openings after COVID.
Okay.
Dude, no kidding. Truck driver had like a stack sitting there, picked up one stack, took it in. As he went in, car came out of the drive-thru in front of us, hopped out, grabbed several gallons of milk, hopped back in the truck, took off.
Dude, it was a struggle then, dude. Everyone
was on the struggle bus. But I was like,
milk was currency. Isn't it crazy that we survived COVID and saw how desperate like people react when they have nothing, and how quick it started going bad, and then it just went back to normal?
Yep.
COVID wasn't real. Yeah.
Yep. Especially gas, dude. Gas needs to go back down.
Yeah, that ain't gonna go
Yeah.
back down. We're
I
about to
saw an
be war.
Instagram reel about that where I don't know where they were, but it was like 369. It was like 369. Damn gas. Get low. Get
Get
low.
low,
Get
get
low.
low.
Get
Nah, dude,
low.
gas is crazy, and it's only gonna get higher. I mean, I don't know if you've seen everything that's going off over there in Israel and Gaza and
Mm-mm.
whatnot. They literally
What's
both
crazy?
sides
I have
literally
not.
really
Yeah,
well.
what's crazy is I have not seen it. It doesn't pop up on my feed.
Well, both sides literally said, "Fuck the other side. We're gonna genocide them." Like
Wow.
literally. And Joe Biden signed a $61 billion um, relief package for Ukraine. You know, it's so funny too because obviously it pops up on my timeline, and it's what's mainly like on my Twitter and stuff. There's like all the shit going on over there, and like I've been looking into it, and it's like, fuck, dude, I see what Joe Biden's doing now. He's funding all this, you know, giving all this money to Ukraine, right? Money goes to American companies to build weapons that they send to Ukraine, right? So he's literally gaming the system by making the economy look better because he's giving all this money to these fucking military complex companies, making it look like the US is producing and making money, which they are, but it's all these relief packages that they're sending to the Ukraine. So he's making it look like Biden economics really works, but in reality, like the citizens here are all fucked over. You know, everyone's struggling or on the struggle bus. Meanwhile, the military complex is just getting richer and richer every day.
He's
$61 billion, dude.
he's just sitting there trying to fluff up that pillow before
I mean,
the
that's all he's
election.
doing. He's it's literally like that's like let's say if you played baseball, right? But instead of hitting a home run, the pitcher's underhanding the ball to you, so you can just smack the home runs. But it's you paying the pitcher to underhand the ball to you so you can hit all the home runs. You know, it's crazy how they're gaming the system just to make it look like he's doing something. But
Like Tom Brady deflating the football and
it's
winning all those Super Bowls.
it's not even that bad, right? Tom Brady's thing was less bad than what this is. What this is. It was like buying points before the game starts. It was like telling the ref put 30 on the game board before we
Are
even
we still
start.
buying our fuel overseas?
I don't think so. I don't think so because I know the Allegiance BRICS, which is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and Saudi Arabia. They like passed this thing where oil on that side of the world doesn't sell for U.S. dollars anymore. It sells for yen, the Chinese money.
Mm.
hmm So I don't know where we're getting our gas. I haven't paid attention that far. I just know, BRICS is a real
I
thing.
just know that we have enough in reserve to
Oh, to go,
help
I
out.
think it's enough to go like 20 years.
Dang.
Yeah, but it's all saved for the war. So the oncoming war that we're in,
Yeah.
we're pretty much just fighting a proxy war at this point, right?
But I don't even think we're really pumping anything.
I don't think so either. I don't know though.
Because I know, like Texas, for instance, I know if we started pumping our own oil, uh, we'd have a
Well,
lot.
I mean, Texas is just the greatest country in the U.S. Let's be honest,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Texas has a better economy than Texas has the eighth best economy in the entire world. Like just to put it in perspective as to why I always say Texas is the greatest country in the U.S. Literally the eighth best economy in the entire world. Like better than El Salvador, better than.
Oh yeah, most definitely better than El
But
Salvador. What are you
this
talking
is
about?
this is a state, bro.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying.
Right? Like better than I don't remember all the other countries. I just know it's the eighth best in the entire world. Right? We have our own power grid. We have our own military. Texas is the greatest country in the U.S. Hands down. We got Greg Abbott, fucking wheels over here bringing down the
Dude,
law.
did you see that the U.S. is trying to hook up to our power grid?
Yeah, but we're saying hell no, we won't go.
And everybody's like, no. Like, come on, it'd help everybody. Like, yeah, what happens if your power grid goes down?
Right? That's what I'm saying, dude. I mean, we may have an old janky power grid, but we have our own power grid.
Yeah, y'all laughing that it went out, but look at y'all. Y'all were having like blizzards and stuff up north.
Right, right. I mean, California, but during the summertime, they're gonna have to tell people, not to charge their cars all at the same time. So that's great.
By the way, if you own a Tesla, make sure that you get out of the vehicle before you update it,
Oh yeah, why?
because during the update, windows can't roll down, doors can't open.
So
There's
is
a
it really true?
there was an Instagram reel that Nicole watched. She said
Uh-huh.
a lady sat for an hour and 30 minutes as her car was updating in over 100 degrees
Did she die?
inside her car. No,
I hope she had
she
some
didn't die.
water.
She probably had some water, but she was kind of freaking out because she hit update and then the doors locked
Oh my god,
and she couldn't
bro, fuck
unlock
that.
the door. She couldn't unlock the door. She couldn't roll down the window.
You know what's fucked about in the Tesla? Like, if the battery dies, you can't get out the car.
Mm-hmm.
You ever think about that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally, if your battery dies on that car, you are stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Unless there's like a safe thing, to open it. But to my
Yeah,
knowledge,
but
there's no handle.
you gotta think about it. Some owners have like a little like credit card looking thing to unlock their car.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
Well,
like,
at least,
how you gonna unlock it? There's no keys. You got rid of
right?
keys.
And he got no gas.
You ain't got no way of it.
Nah, bro, this world's crazy, man. We got Joe Byron. We got the war. I had a fucking mental breakdown last week. That was
Yeah.
fun. I legit thought I was gonna get fired last week, bro. Like legit, legit. I was freaking the fuck out. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I was freaking the fuck out, dude. I was having fucking panic attacks. I couldn't sleep. You know how, like, I always say that I used to fix tractors in my nightmares? I mean, in my
Yeah.
dreams? Like, I was
In my
literally.
nightmares.
Well, I was having nightmares about work, dude, trying to figure out, like, where I fucked up or where I went wrong, how to fix it. I went nights without sleeping. I went days just bombing at work.
Yeah.
I legit thought I was gonna get fired. I was having a panic attack. For the first time in my life, I felt the pressure of being married and being like the head of the household. Like, I felt the pressure of I gotta pay rent, I gotta pay bills, I gotta support my wife, I gotta pay for my pets. Like, and I was just freaking the fuck out. Like, I legit had a mental breakdown. Like, and the thing was, it wasn't like a 1 day mental breakdown. It was like it was a slow burn mental breakdown.
Yeah.
It was like it had a really long fuse, and it was just slowly burning, and then boom, it all blew up in my face. But it was bad, dude. I told Chino, I was like,
Yeah.
"Fuck, I think I'm gonna get fired." And like, he was like laughing at me, and I was like, "No, bro, I think I fucked up big time." And yeah, no, it was crazy, dude. Like, literally being married. People always say you go through challenges and whatnot, but it really takes having a good ass wife to get through something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I am blessed. I am grateful. I'm married to the person I am because she was able to help me calm the fuck down. Right? She was able to help me get some peace. Um, it was just really bad, dude. I don't know if you've ever gone through something like that where you legit like you feel the world crashing down on you. You don't know how the fuck to get back up. But it was one of
Yeah.
those. It was one of those days where I literally broke down to her. I was like, "Look, like I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm freaking the fuck out." I was like, "I'm not trying to stress you out because I know you got a lot of shit going on, but I just need you to hear me out for a couple of days."
Yeah. That happened to me. That happened to me. That happens a couple of times, and Nicole just like slaps me and says, "Get over it."
Nah.
It's not that dramatic, but you get what I mean. But
Yeah.
no, I felt it more when I had my motorcycle accident.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because like it was crazy. Because when you look at it, financially speaking, I was paying off my debt. I was
Mm-hmm.
golden, dude. I was like maybe 6 months away from being like debt free.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, everything maxed out. only receiving like half my paycheck because of my insurance.
Yeah.
Dude. And it got to a point to where like I had no money. And that was terrifying. Like, of course, my parents helped me out and everything because they're like,
Mm.
you're still going through like physical therapy. Physical therapy alone was like
Oh, that's a
150
arm and
every
a
visit.
leg. Yeah.
Yeah, 150 every visit. I had to go twice a week
Holy shit.
for 6 months.
And shit. Yeah, that
Yeah,
adds up quick. Especially when you ain't
yeah,
making money.
yeah. Especially when I ain't making money, and I had a car note.
Hmm.
I just had my truck. Truck wasn't
Damn.
even that long,
Hmm.
so I had to try and pay my car note and everything. Got a loan, was able to pay everything off for like the whole year.
Hmm.
Technically, maxed
Damn.
out a bunch of credit cards. I'm still dealing with it now.
Yeah. But
But we're
see,
getting there slowly but surely.
the
But
good
yeah,
thing.
like you were saying, like that mental breakdown though, there was a few times like I think like when I first got out of the hospital because I spent a
Hmm.
week alone because
Hmm.
of COVID.
Oh, shit.
And yeah, as soon as I got home, laying in bed, fucking
Hmm.
just broke down.
Yeah, dude. I should. Fuck, dude. I honestly like. So I've been through some shit before, right? Like I said earlier, my parents lost their house. They went through bankruptcy. They were losing their house when I was in high school, like junior to senior year.
Yeah,
Um,
that happened to me too.
and it was a point in my life where like I was getting ready to start my life, go to college. Everything just started falling apart. It was a time where like I turned to hustling to becoming a drug dealer and whatnot, trying to make ends meet, working two jobs, going to school, going finishing high school right to graduate, trying to make enough money to help my parents buy them some time in that house. But I mean, it was rough, dude. Like there was days we didn't have water, right? The water was off. There was days we didn't have electricity. There was days, I would wake up early just to go to school, just so I could shower before the day starts. And I'd go sneak into the gym locker room, shower, get my day started. Um, so like I've been through trials and tribulations. I've been broke before, and before when I was a mechanic, like if I was broke, I didn't really worry because one, I lived with mom and dad, and two, like as a mechanic, because I was always doing side work and always working two, three jobs. Like I was always hustling. I always knew like I had money floating around that I was gonna make it out one way or another. But this time, it really fucked with my head, especially because like when I first got married, I know I told you this, and it was on the episode that we never released because the audio or something got fucked up. But where I told you that I almost got divorced 3 months into getting married because I had a really bad porn addiction. And my wife found out about it and just like all blew up, turned into this huge thing, fucked with me mentally. It literally, like, I didn't understand it until I had this mental breakdown recently that all those events really like took a toll on me mentally, and it broke a little bit of me. Like I used to be a very different person before all that happened. I used to be very like confident in myself. I was very like I knew who I was. I knew what I was. I knew what I wanted in life. But after that, it just kind of all derailed. I worked on being sober. I went to therapy for a little bit. I should have stayed going to therapy, but insurance didn't cover it at the time. So I didn't finish going through it. But like it really fucked with me mentally. And it was something that I just kind of pushed away, right? And I was like, I don't have time for this. I need to figure shit out. I need to work.
Yeah,
Typical Mexican thing, which is why I resonated so much with
yeah,
what Jasmine said in the last interview, right? Where we just Mexicans tend to just push things away, work through it, or drink. I've been
yeah,
I've been like California sober, where I don't drink as much anymore. I actually rarely drink, rarely do drugs. Um, Actually, I don't even do drugs. I smoke weed every now and then, or eat a fucking Delta 8 gummy, but I don't do drugs anymore. I rarely watch. I don't even watch porn at this point anymore.
damn, who are you?
But like, it's literally like really fucked with my mental state, right? And I didn't realize it. I didn't realize it till all this shit started happening at work. Because I'm not gonna lie, like going from being a mechanic for so many years and being the best at what I did, and then going into a job not knowing a single fucking thing about it, making a drastic career change.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that also fucked with my head, right? Because I wasn't confident in what I was doing anymore. I had no idea what I was doing. I was trying to learn as I went. And well, like it all built up, and I fucked up. I started panicking. Again, I've lost myself. I've been working on it, and thank God, I have such an amazing wife that was able to like not only talk me through it, through the whole breakdown, because I was, Alan, when I tell you I was losing my shit, I was losing my shit. Like I wasn't sleeping. My blood pressure was super fucking high. I was waking up and going to sleep with headaches. I was dreading waking up the next day. Like that's how bad it was. Like I didn't want to go to sleep at night because I knew when the day's over, I'm gonna go to bed, wake up the next day, problems still gonna be there. Like that's how bad it was.
Yeah.
And it was just it was terrible, dude. I've never gone through something like that where I felt so much pressure, so much like of a headache, so much where I felt like a failure. Like I didn't know who I was, I didn't know what I was doing, I had no confidence in myself. And I mean, Noelia is just amazing. She talked me through it. She kind of like she gave me a pep talk, kind of slapped me into reality. And luckily, like ever since then, I've been getting my life back on track. We went to church, which has been a really big thing in my life, like these past couple of years, and I've been working on sobriety. Um, and it's crazy because, like, I was telling her the other day, I was watching clips of when we had Chelsea on, and how I was telling Chelsea, I feel so much at peace because we've been going to church. God's been giving me this peace and whatnot. And we got pretty deep into like how religion brings you peace when you truly believe and you feel that comfort. And like I stopped going to church for a little bit. All this shit started happening, and I just, bro, when I tell you, like, I don't know how to explain it in the proper words to tell you how bad of a breakdown I had. Like I broke down crying in my wife's arms because like I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. But it's crazy, man. She was able to talk me through it. Went to church, got my life back on track. I've been waking up early every day to go work out, do affirmations. I feel like I'm getting my groove back. Which is kind of why I was really excited about today's interview because I was actually like in a good mood. Like
Yeah.
I even told Jasmine, I was like, look, I'm sorry if the interview didn't go as well as you hoped. But she was super cool. She was like, no, like it was such a fun interview. We got to talk a lot. I was like, yeah, but my energy was a little bit off, so I apologize for that. And I don't know. I want to take like this week and move forward from all that shit and kind of push out the best content we can.
Yeah. I have. So I know exactly how you felt
Mm-hmm.
because that's what happened with the motorcycle accident.
Yeah.
Felt like a failure. All I can do is say sorry to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And the part that really broke me was I was in the hospital. And I was on the phone with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
My dad got on there.
Uh-huh.
I said hello. He couldn't talk to me.
Oh shit.
He cried.
Yeah.
I've never heard that man cry.
Damn.
And I sat there and I was like, I fucked up. I
Yeah.
fucked up big time.
Yeah.
I said, I shouldn't have bought that fucking bike. I shouldn't have fucking gone riding. Why the
Mm-hmm.
fuck did I go during my lunch, go pick up my motorcycle to ride it home? I was like, fuck. I was thinking everything.
Yeah.
But I tend to have a lot of those mental breakdowns a lot.
Do you?
Yeah, I have those a lot. Now, a lot of it stems to like sometimes I get so busy in my life
Mm-hmm.
with everything that's going on because like a lot of things happen like with Nicole, like we're doing this, we're doing that, we're doing this, we're doing that,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like constant. Like I go to work, come home immediately after I come home, we have like this bucket list of things to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the weekends, it's like wake up early, go do this the entire day, wake up the next day the entire day. So it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
like I don't get much rest.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that when I get really tired, that's when like
Feel
the dark
overwhelmed.
shit, the dark shit starts brewing, starts
Yeah.
coming, and like you said, it's great to have an amazing wife. Yeah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna say she's my wife because fucking been together forever. That's my girl for
Yeah.
life, one and
Yeah.
only. Yeah, you know exactly how I feel
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah. No.
She sits there and she's like, "You've been too quiet." Like she's already noticed. Like when I get super stressed out,
Mm-hmm.
I'm quiet, and you know me, I'm not that quiet.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not that quiet. I'm always saying some type of off the wall bullshit sometimes,
Yeah.
and it's just she notices that I'm a little too quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not eating much, not sleeping much, and if I do
Mm-hmm.
sleep, I wake up the next day feeling like I didn't sleep at all.
Mm-hmm.
If I do get a chance to sleep in, it is like I sleep all day.
You sleep in.
Yeah, I sleep
Yeah.
in. I will skip a whole day.
Yeah.
She notices that like I get stuck on my phone a lot more
Mm-hmm.
because I'm trying to mentally disassociate
Yeah.
myself from everything. It's kind of like I'm trying to build up that energy to deal with everything,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm pushing it all aside because, again, I have things that I need to do in order to provide for what I have.
Yeah.
You know, I got to provide for her, for everything that she needs or anything that she needs. Got to
Mm-hmm.
feed all the dogs, the cats,
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, I got to keep going. I don't want to keep going, but I have to
Mm-hmm.
keep going because if I don't do it, who does it?
Yeah. No, I
You know?
feel you on that, dude. And like to bounce off of that, like, do you notice when you start getting this feeling, or does it take you a few days?
So here lately, I've kind of gotten into like a routine with Nicole
Mm-hmm.
where sometimes I wake up in the mornings and I'm like, today's gonna be a great day.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's times where I wake up and I go the entire day feeling something's off. Like nothing has changed, right? But I have like this feeling, kind of like almost like an anxiety
Mm-hmm.
of there's something brewing, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Then I come home and there's the scary part for me when like I'm trying to cope with it or whatever. The scary part is when I'm not on my phone, I'm not on my computer, not playing video games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing a blank stare
Just
at a
thinking.
random object.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so deep into my mind that I don't realize that I've been staring at like my keyboard for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Right, that's a scary part.
Yeah.
It's happened before where I'm like, holy shit, it was like just barely 4. How's it 6 o'clock? I
Yeah.
haven't done
No,
anything. I've just been staring at the
that's
keyboard.
crazy. For me,
Yeah,
like, I don't realize it right away, right? Like, it takes me a few days. Like, no, I think I will catch on that something's off with me 2, 3 days before I know something's wrong with me.
yeah,
It's just weird because I'm so used. I don't know about you, but my dad was very like, you know, tough and emotionless when I was growing up. Um, like I remember there was one time he broke his arm and still went to work because he had to work, right? So I grew up with that mental toughness to a certain extent where it's like I disassociate, and
yeah,
the way I disassociate is by working more. Like that's hence why I used to work, 2 jobs, do Uber Eats and like do whatever I can. Because like when I'm stressed out, the thing for me to unstress is to work harder. But
yeah,
now that I work in a job where it's not physical, you know, where I'm not outside like I used to be, I she noticed like 3 months ago that I wasn't doing things that I normally did. Like normally, I would make sure I'm getting haircuts, make sure I'm, doing things actively. Like I just stopped. And like I didn't realize that I was falling into depression, right? But I was
yeah.
because I felt lost. Felt like I wasn't doing me anymore. I honestly for I want to say at least 3 months, like I've just kind of been going through the motions or like I've just been working. I've just been like focused on podcasting. I've been really focused on what I want or what I'm doing. It's just more of like I got to stay busy,
Mm-hmm.
and it just like she noticed it, like I said, days before, and she's like, "Hey, what's wrong?" And I was like, "No, nothing's wrong. Like, I'm just working. I'm a little stressed out, but that's it." But it blew up bad, dude. Like I'm telling you, I had a complete emotional breakdown, and I realized something from it. Right? It's like as Hispanics, I realized it one because of the clips we've been making and the shit I've been watching back on the conversation we had with Jasmine, and then just like everything that happened. I've realized that as Hispanic men, like we're taught not to show emotion or not to feel emotion, or maybe we weren't encouraged to be emotional, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know how to express emotion, and usually things like that just build up in me, and then they blow up, and I handle it by myself, right? And now that I have a wife, I have a life partner, my best friend, like I've been having to learn how to open up. And for the longest time, I thought it was weak to just open up and like let myself be vulnerable with her. But
Yeah.
I've learned that there's so much power in doing that now. That
Mm-hmm.
it's like fuck. Like we were talking about it yesterday. We were talking about like when we have kids. I want to make sure that our kids know that it's okay to be emotional. It's okay to fucking cry. It's okay
Yeah.
to break down and need a hug. Cause it's crazy. I don't know. It's crazy how you start thinking back on that shit. Cause like my dad, if I was a kid and I cried, he'd be like, "Why the fuck are you crying? There's no reason to cry, right?" He's like, "Stop being a little bitch," And it's like now it's like, fuck, man. If I
Yeah.
wasn't taught that,
So
maybe I'd be a little more emotionally mature.
yeah. So like with but like I was saying with like Nicole about the routine is that like sometimes she'll point out, "Hey, you didn't eat dinner yesterday." It's
Mm-hmm.
like I didn't. I thought I did. Like no, you didn't. Or sometimes it's like, "Hey, you didn't shower." What? I
Yeah.
thought I showered already. What? Like
Mm-hmm.
my mind is going through the routine
Mm-hmm.
and I'm thinking that I've already done it, but I haven't done it. Right.
Gotcha.
But she notices and sometimes she's like, "Are you alright?" And I'm like, to be honest with you, something's wrong, but I don't know what it is.
Dude, that's always me. I never know what it is.
Yeah. It's like I know something's wrong, but I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's always like for us, like whenever shit gets like really stressful, really heavy, when we lay down to go to bed, everything's turned off. We're sitting there, we're talking.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking in bed. We're talking about everything, how we're feeling and everything, And I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like, I don't know. This thing kind of stressed me out. This is what's going on. And I'm like, I don't know why I'm like stuck on this topic in my brain, but it's
Mm-hmm.
replaying over and over and over again. And she just kind of like talks me out of it. And then I do the same with her. Sometimes I notice that she's a little too quiet, and I'm like, what's
Yeah.
wrong? She's like, I don't know. I really don't know. And
Mm-hmm.
what's crazy is that I just got through watching like a clip on TikTok from the To Be Better podcast. It's a
Okay.
husband and wife,
Mm-hmm.
and they said that sometimes when someone sits there and says, "Are you angry? Like, are you okay?"
Mm-hmm.
Try not to let your answer be, "I'm fine."
Yeah, dude. Honestly,
Because
I get
then because
offended.
then because then you send off the signal of oh, you're mad. So
Yeah.
then it becomes like the other person, the way they take it is now they start to feel guilty
Mm-hmm.
that you know you are angry, and I do it for me, right? Because like sometimes Nicole, like she'll get like flustered or whatever, and she'll kind of snap at me, but I know it's not at me, right?
Set the situation.
But I can't help to think that it's me
Yeah.
because that's how it's always been in past relationships, right? Everything has always been like something I did. It
Yep.
could be something small as that I didn't answer a text message in like 2 minutes. I get
Mm-hmm.
yelled at, kind of thing,
Gotcha.
right? So I,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
dealt with that. She was like, I don't understand how you went through that. That's fucking crazy. That's like out of this world for her.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I know like she gets flustered or stressed out about something and she'll like kind of just snap at me about something.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's not because of me, but because of like past trauma, I sit here quietly
Mm-hmm.
and just keep thinking like, what did I fuck up? What did I fuck
Bro.
up? Where did I go wrong?
Yeah.
Did I say something wrong? Did I forget to take out the trash? Did I forget like, what is it that she told me to do earlier today that when I came home I didn't do at all?
Yeah.
Did I not get up fast enough when she asked me to go do something?
Okay.
I start going through all that. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck. But
You know what's crazy that what you're saying? I do that all the time in my brain with anything. Like it's the natural mechanic in me where I instantly want to fix a problem, and
mm-hmm.
that's literally part of the reason why I had the mental breakdown was because at work things weren't going well, and I would literally think about it from the moment I got off of work to the moment I woke up. I'd be thinking about it and I'd get more and more stressed out. And I'm the same way too. Like when my wife's upset or something, or I notice something's wrong, my brain instantly is like, let me fix it. Like, how do
Yeah.
I fix it? Let me try to fix it. And like, it's true. Sometimes she'll ask me what's wrong, like to me, and then I'll be like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, nothing's wrong, right? Like I tend to get not offensive, but I guess hostile when people ask me what's wrong. But it's because of the same reason. Like I've grown up being told, handle your own business, right?
Yeah.
Don't show weakness, and it blows my mind how we grew up with the whole generation like that, and it makes me realize like it's okay to be vulnerable. It's
Mm-hmm.
okay to be weak at moments because that only shows strength. That only makes you a better
Yeah.
person. Like honestly, after all this shit, it kind of reset me. Right, let me get refocused. I've literally every day now wake up earlier. I go do work out in the morning because I have the philosophy do something really hard when you first wake up. The rest of the day will be easy. I do affirmations. I constantly tell myself, I can do this. I got this, and it's honestly given me a new perspective in life, which is so funny. But it's given me like honestly a new perspective of like trying to just have positivity around me, and it's also made me realize like I need to check on my friends more often, dude. Like that, honestly, like I feel like especially as men, we never do this for our friends, or we tend to forget because we have our own shit.
Yeah.
But it's something I really want to work on is like checking up on my friends.
See, and that's something I really have to work on too, because I had this conversation with Nicole the other day. You know, I had a small circle of
Mm-hmm.
friends
Mm-hmm.
for the last several years now,
Mm-hmm.
and what you call it? I kind of got like backstabbed in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, by all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Not all of them, but majority of them,
Mm-hmm.
and it caused a whole bunch of drama. And I dealt with that drama,
Yeah.
but it left me with a sense of afraid to trust anyone.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So like I can trust Nicole wholeheartedly. I can be myself. I can do everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Totally fine. That's the vulnerability that we have in our relationship because I understand that she wouldn't do that to me,
Yeah.
right? And same way as I wouldn't do it to her.
Mm-hmm.
But I had the conversation with her the other day, and I said, it's kind of crazy that I feel like I can't be myself
Mm-hmm.
with certain individuals. Like even if I consider them within my inner circle,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's still a part of me that can't be me.
I feel you on that.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm still hiding who I really am,
Mm-hmm.
right? And for like the longest I thought that I've taken off the mask and I'm just me, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that being recent, yeah, I was like, man, like I was like, yeah, I'm cool with Daniel, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I can't always tell Daniel everything. I know I can,
Yeah.
like I know it's there, but there's like a part of me that
Well, I think
is afraid to.
part of
Well,
that's
and it's not because of you; it's because of what happened before.
yeah. No, I feel you on that, and I think also part of that because I've noticed it. Like our dynamic has switched a little bit because we don't work together anymore, right? So we don't see each
Yeah,
other every day. So I mean, it's something I want to work on personally. Like that's why I love that we play video games together and stuff. Even though Since I've been going through my fucking mental breakdown, I haven't been playing.
And been working, and they've been threatening you with pinche chancla.
Yeah, and but like that's definitely one thing. Like I really realized after having all this is like I really want to take care of my friendships and build those relationships better. I feel like I have the perfect tight circle, with like you, with
Chino.
Chino, with like the people we play video games. I've known some of them for a long time, so like I feel tight
Don't forget about Soso.
with Soso, but like, and then I also have my family, right? Like, especially like now that I have like brother-in-laws and stuff.
I get it.
Oh, you can turn the camera off. That's cool.
I
But
gotta get her.
I got you. But pretty much like I was saying, like especially now that I have brother-in-laws and sister-in-laws, like my circle expanded a little bit, but it's still really tight. And I've noticed like these are the people I want around for a long time. These are the people that I really want to make sure that our friendship and our bond grows together and also like becomes fruitful in a way, right? That's like I want to say like this inner circle that we have is my clan, and that's I don't need any more people in the clan, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we have enough people in our groups that I'm comfortable with it. Like, and I've really realized that I want to make those friendships last for a very long time.
Yeah, I'm also like to add on to what I was saying earlier too, is I'm also really bad with my friendships because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I'll hang out with you one day
Mm-hmm.
and we won't communicate. And I'm not saying like you, but like with
Yeah.
like another friend. I'll hang out with you. I'll have a
Mm-hmm.
really great night with you, like a barbecue or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and then we don't communicate. A
Yeah.
whole year passes by,
Yeah.
and then I'm sitting there still thinking that that was like 2 weekends ago.
Oh goddamn! No wonder I
Yeah,
never get a text back.
yep. And it's the same thing with the text messages. Like I'll
Yeah.
be sitting here like on my phone, and I'll see your message because I'm looking at something,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh, I'll reply back here in a little bit. Let me finish doing what I'm doing real quick.
Yeah.
I set the phone down, completely forget.
Uh-huh.
Open up my phone to do something else because something else came up, and I never see the message again.
God damn
And I
it.
and I just forget, and I just
Yeah.
forget.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'm like, you know what? Let me look. I see a notification thing at the bottom, like
Mm-hmm.
38 missed messages or whatever, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm
That's
like,
why I always tag you in the messages now.
oh no, the tagging doesn't really do anything. I still see it. I still ignore it
I'm
sometimes.
just I'm just gonna spell your name.
Unintentionally.
I'm just gonna spell your name out. Like
Yeah, unintentionally.
a text per letter.
Yeah, here lately, since things have been ramping up at school, goddamn, at work,
Uh-huh.
um, it's been kind of crazy because I haven't really been able to look at my phone. Like, I'll see the message and I'm like, let me go see if I can do what I got to do, and then I'll read it. And then
Yeah.
sometimes it's not until like late at night when I'm like finally like, let me read
Yeah.
these messages. Especially with like the group chat that we have with all the gaming.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Oh, dude,
sit
I,
there
I have
like
that
read
one
through.
on mute. I don't. I look at it when I have a
It doesn't
chance.
go off. It doesn't go off as often as you think it does.
I look at it, right? I do look at it and respond, but sometimes it's like I look at it and there's 18 messages. I'm just like, do I really want to go through all of them? Like
What day was it?
if I can pick up right off the last message, then I'll jump in. Like the day that we were talking about the George and his disappointments,
Yes.
there were so many messages that day.
I stopped chiming in on that one after a
Hmm.
while, and my phone just kept going off. That I silenced it.
Hmm.
Then I went back to look at it. I want to say like 80
Yeah.
missed, like 80 unread messages. But
Hmm.
then you click on it, and it's just basically everybody reacting, everybody replying,
Yeah.
all at the same time. So it takes like
It adds
several
up
text
quick.
messages and makes it like a bunch, but it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh god damn.
I've realized that too. It's pretty funny. But shit, buddy. I feel like we've been doing this for quite a minute now.
About an hour and 30 minutes or
It's
something.
been a good ass conversation, dude.
That has been.
I'm glad we did this today. You know? I'm kind of glad our guest didn't show up and we were able to just like.
I'll make sure this one makes the post.
Yeah. Watch, there's gonna be something audio's gonna be bad.
Look, as long as I get it done before like the next interview, so I don't accidentally edit the wrong
podcast
episode and upload it instead, then I'd be like, oh, so if y'all wondering why there's a 191, I messed up.
Yeah.
That's
right. As you can see, there's no side today.
I was like, man, you know what? I would have posted it, but it also says like 191. But then I just posted this other one that said 191. So
yeah,
I also messed up the numbering, but you know,
it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I think I named it in Riverside 191, and then I was like, I'll just put it on the next one. Let's leave this one as like an extra episode to upload, like for like whenever we can't record or whatever. Yeah. And then I saw you put 192, and I was like, oh, let me change it to 192, and then I just
realize, yeah, all good in the neighborhood. All right, what did we learn today? Take care of your friends.
Take care of yourself mentally,
take care of yourself, spiritually. Mental health is a real thing. Yeah. Take care of it. Holistic health, that's a real thing too. It's not just rocks.
I'm proud of you, buddy. You're taking care of yourself.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Like I said,
I'm not doing everything that you're doing. I'm just trying to do it the way I can do it. So
you know what it is? Honestly, there's no formula for everyone, right? It's not a one size fits all thing. Yeah. The best advice I can give you that I've learned from this is do things that make you happy. You know, do things that make you feel confident. Do things that you feel make you a better person every day. Yeah. Like that's what I do. Like I again, I work out, do something hard in the morning because I know that's gonna make the rest of my day easier. But while I do that, like I listen to affirmations. I tell myself, I'm worthy. I can do this shit. I try to give myself as much positivity as I can, and I pray. I'm not gonna lie. Like I pray every day. I pray to God to help me be a better person, help me start the new day as a completely new day. Tomorrow's in the past, today's the present. Let's just start over. And I take every day as a new day. Every day as a new start. I leave everything that happened the day before in the past, and just try to breathe positive vibes and give positive vibes.
Yep. The only way you can do it, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm taking it one cup of coffee at a time.
There you go. See, I used to do 1/4 mile at a time, but we saw how Paul Walker ended.
Damn. All right. That's a great way to end it. Jesus Christ!
I just watched a lot of Fast and Furious. I watched like Fast and the Furious and Too Fast, Too Furious with my father-in-law the other day. I've just been thinking about that one phrase that Toretto says, "I live my life 1/4 mile at a time." And
yeah, now it's family.
I've been writing jokes for it like all week.
Lord have mercy.
See, at least I'm writing jokes again, trying to be funny again. I feel like I lost my funny. I feel like I used to be a lot funnier when I used to do.
I never knew you were actually funny.
Oh, look, see, because you met. So God damn. Well, on that note, Alan, since you want to roast my ass, I think it's a good time to end the podcast. If you like what you heard, give us a thumbs up, a 5-star review. Go follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, all social medias at the Weekly D Pod. You can follow me at Danny_G713. You can follow Alan on all his social medias, I think. Is it?
All of them are different. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. All of them are different.
Just look up producer Alan. But you can follow Alan if you want to. It's at Alan.
You don't have to. I'm not holding a gun to your head. It's fine.
95.
I don't post anything anyway, so.
Or at AOZ, I think that's his TikTok. Go follow him on TikTok. It just got banned anyway. All right, guys. Thank you guys for listening. This has been a great episode. Remember, go check on your friends. Mental health is a real thing. Take care of yourself. Make yourself happy. Do what makes you happy. This has been the Weekly D Podcast. I'm your host, Danny G. That was producer AOZ. Remember, if you can't get it daily, get it weekly. Peace.